And we're back out here in the Norwegian North Sea. We're going to be pulling up 140 monkfish nets here today.
Yes.
In the terrible weather. We also put out 2 fishing nets, so that's going to be a little bonus there at the end. So these are all chained together in 4 different chains.
Yeah, 30 on this one.
Dad is thinking 35 and I'm thinking 43 again. So let's see who is correct. And we have our first monkfish of the day coming up. Yeah, nice and alive one. So I hit them in the head with a hammer. So it's easier to work with. Number 1 in the container. Little fish to speak of, but
Oi.
quite an angler here.
Yeah,
Wrong kind.
wrong kind.
Oh, and we caught a hake. We got a question why we don't wait longer so that the fish die on the net, that it's easier to pick them out. But then the problem becomes that the quality reduces. So ideally you want the fish as fresh and healthy as possible, right?
Yeah, living fishes.
Yeah, and that way we don't need to sell it every day either, because if they're old, obviously there are limits to how old they can be before they get processed. Well, that's it. A little bit underwhelming.
Really disappointing.
A worst one, probably all season.
Yeah, I think it's the worst one.
Gonna pop that back out somewhere then, and then we'll get on to the next one, which hopefully will be a lot better. And we're back for number 2. Hopefully a little bit more this time than last.
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't be hard to beat that one. If you watched the last video, this is the one that we lost buoy on. All right, so we started pulling up the second one here. So we got a question in the comments the other day asking, how do you fish for different species? Like, how do you find the different species? Like, is there a different technique? It's going to be the same nets, so the fishing nets, right?
Yeah.
Only exceptions are these ones for
This
monkfish.
one. Monkfish, yeah, and cod.
Cod one have a little bit wider than the fishing nets as well.
Yeah.
But beside those 2 factors, it's generally, with nets anyway, just going to be knowing where to fish for the fish, right?
Yeah, that's the secret.
And then different seasons, obviously, different signs.
Yeah, different dip and yeah.
Yeah, I guess you gotta learn where the different types of fish like to stay, depending on the food situation and the bottom and current.
Yeah, you have to try. Yeah.
Practice.
Practice.
Practice makes master. Also getting ready for fishing for saithe a little bit more.
Yeah.
So hence the reduction in nets. So we might actually pull up some today, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Take the half back to the boathouse.
Yeah, my brother might come in some of the videos as well. And you probably will hear a lot of singing in the videos. So, opera singer. So you look away for 1 second and suddenly there is a fish.
Yeah.
Quite delicious.
Yeah.
Very sharp. And after being tricked twice, we finally have a monkfish. Cannot believe it. Perhaps it's finally gonna pick up a little bit here now. And as I've started to notice by Dad's mood in some of these videos, whether it's not a lot of fish, it's gonna grumpy. But just wait, it's gonna be happy soon. And we got another one. Very nice. Probably the biggest one of the day. It looks quite alive though. Not anymore. We'll just have to...
biggest today, I think.
Oh, by far. It looks pregnant almost.
Pregnant. Really have eaten something big.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oi, oi, oi. What did you eat?
Something big.
Yeah. Better be on the safe side with that one.
Oh, cool.
Quite an appetite.
Oh.
I wonder what on earth he has eaten.
Can we take a look?
I think we have to take a look.
Maybe a ling. Oi.
Oh, and another one.
Yeah. Oh.
What is it?
A couple of fish.
Oh, 2 fish?
Yeah.
That guy went from having his best day ever to having his worst day.
Oi, oi,
Wow.
oi. A big ling too.
That's
really. Oi, oi, oi.
I've never seen that before.
No.
Oh, and another one. Well, that helps a little with our average.
Yeah, big fish. Something more in the deep.
Another one.
Yeah.
Very nice. And we have another one there. Have you counted how many?
I think 8.
Ah, 11 in total then, I guess. It's a long way to 43.
Yeah, you never know.
Oi, and we got a big monkfish here, but he's about to get stoned. And not the fun kind.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How many kilos do you think that one is?
15.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of the bigger ones, that
Yeah.
one. One of you guys were saying that monkfish in fish and chips were good. Really interested to try that.
Yeah, last time we ate hake and halibut.
Yeah, you didn't like the halibut so much, right?
No, it was a little too thick and difficult to fry it.
Yeah, it tasted all right though.
Yeah.
Good news, we got a sight at the very end of the net. Setting this one back out as well.
Yeah, in the same place.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Yeah, I think it was 10.
Yeah. And we're back for number 3 here. But we're going to pull 2 of these on land too, right?
Yeah, going to fish saithe or
Yes.
coalfish.
Pollock for you Americans.
Yeah.
Something like pollock anyway. So how do you like in a new camera angle? Trying something new here for today. You can let us know in a comment if it's cool or if you prefer the other perspective. Yeah, so we're pulling on land 2 of the chains. This one is 45.
Yeah, it's a long one.
And then we're going to pull up the 21 too, right?
And don't have enough time fish,
Yeah.
both the coalfish and monkfish.
Yeah, and I guess some logistical problems too.
And no space in the back to have the net on.
Skate! Before we even are ready. We have to hold on a little bit there. Skate, usually we catch them in the deep. And when you catch them, usually you like finish, you pull them up and then there is no more, right? Which is kind of good because they're kind of annoying and doesn't pay that well. And we have our first monkfish off the net. That's making a problem for the roll.
Destroying the rubber.
Yeah, he's put some of his teeth in there at least.
Yeah. Ooh.
It looks like the wind is starting to pick up and the seagulls are just hanging out,
Yeah, they're hanging on.
floating around. Someone is getting some final exercise.
Yeah, inte me.
Oi, and another one. It's like walking the dogs when they're so wild. So, even though the waves are starting to pick up a little bit and energy levels not the highest here today, we keep on going and we're catching some nice monkfish at least. Fish doesn't look quite as big here, but everything counts. Very nice. Another one. Frigging sea stars. Skinny one.
Yeah, skinny one. Really skinny.
Oof. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah. That's a nice pollock. Oi, and another monkfish is coming. Big one. Fat one.
Oj, andra grejen.
Oi. It's looking like our day is getting saved.
Yeah.
It's good exercise throwing the monkfish with one hand.
Yeah. Ja, flott.
Another nice monkfish for us.
Ja. Was it skinny or nice?
He's a fat one.
Fat one, yeah. Good. Oj, kommer en till.
Oi. And we got another one. I think I lost count how many we have.
8, I think.
Past 20 in total then.
Yeah.
Halfway there.
Yes.
Yo, yo, yo.
Ja, fin ändå.
Real nice. What a nice one. You want to know what breiflabb means? No, that's wrong. You want to know what monkfish means in Norwegian? You probably already guessed. Breiflabb, which means like broad flab.
Big mouth, yeah.
Big mouth.
A skinny?
Looks a little skinny. I guess not.
No, I think nothing so.
Oh, this guy came sneaking in. Oh, he looks angry.
Ja.
Some medicine. It's a real nice one, eh?
Ja.
And we have another little one coming up.
Ja, bigger one.
Yeah,
Jag var nog här inne på haugen likevel, ja.
yeah. It looks like our good spot is paying off.
Ja. Ja, en fin en til.
Oh,
Oh, really big one.
Oi, oi, oi. You don't want to meet that one when you're out swimming. Dad is saying this is the net that's going to save us today.
Yeah, give us some money this.
Yeah, then
I think it's coming and once more.
Oh, yet another one. Well, then we don't need to go hungry today either.
No.
It's interesting how changing it is with the nets.
Yeah.
First one, nothing. Next one, a little bit. And then this one is amazing.
Yeah.
And we still have one yet to go, which is gonna bring us over 43. Just wait and see. Can't even stop recording. Fish keeps rolling in. It's gonna be some big files to edit today. By the way, if you like this stuff, consider hitting subscribe. This channel is all about fishing, some seafoods, cooking related stuff like upcoming jellyfish. So if you're into that, consider hitting subscribe. Then you get warned when more videos come.
Also, we're testing knives and
lots of knives.
Nice, what do you call it?
Sharpeners.
Sharpness. Yes.
Yeah, so that's coming up as well. We're comparing 3 different sharpeners. So I know a lot of you have been asking for that as well.
Yeah.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Oi.
Den tror vi må sätta.
We need a hook.
Ja, den andra.
I've been looking forward to this all season. So what is happening is that we've caught an enormous halibut. Dead, sadly. But what's going to happen is that the net is going to tear if we just pull it up as is. So we have this hook. Been looking forward to using this one. Good old trusty hook.
Yeah.
That's all you really need. So let's see without losing the new phone into the water. You can see it's a big, big halibut. So now Dad is gonna put the hook through its java.
Yeah. Hang on.
And then we're gonna pull it up over the railing.
Oh. Där var den igen. Ja. Ja, så.
And that's how you catch a halibut. Steike. Hvor mange kilo tror du det?
40. 40 kilo. Fy faen.
All right.
Oi.
Well, I guess we have to catch a lot of, what's it called, saithe.
Saithe, yes.
If we only allow to fish 1%, and that one is what, 40 kilo, you think?
Ja, round eller?
So
Before we got it.
35 then, maybe?
Yeah.
So we need to catch how much? 3.5 tons?
Yes.
Well, it's going to be a long week then. That's no problem. All right, that's it for number 3. Happy so far?
I'm very happy. I think it was 19 monkfish and 1 halibut.
As promised.
Yes.
So that makes 32 in total?
Yeah.
All right, 11 more to go. Or if you want to be like what Dad was guessing, I guess only 3 more. And we're back here for number 4 of today. Finish on a high note today too?
Yeah. Why not?
Already number 1 here. We just started pulling up the net. You can see not even put it onto the separator back here. How many did we have already? 33?
Yeah, I think so.
So
no, 32, I think.
32. Okay. So then we have to count to 11 together. And number 2. And number 3. And we have yet another one coming up. Does that make 4?
Yeah.
And it's starting to fill up back in the back. And we have 2 here. 6. Over halfway.
Yeah. Fan, could have turned the net.
Causing a lot of problems.
Yes.
Well, we tried as hard as we could.
Yeah.
I guess it's 37 total.
Yeah, circa. Yeah.
So I guess you won again.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Something like that anyway. We'll count them up, but we also have some more fish nets today. So,
Yeah.
But these ones are going on land, having a nice vacation for them in the boat house. We're going to go ahead and we're going to actually fillet all of this, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we'll see you at the fish nets in the fjord.
In the fjord, yes.
Yes. So after a lot of gutting and filleting, we are here to pull up some fish nets. See if we can catch some saithe. If it's a good omen for the rest of the season. Which will be mostly saithe. What's the goal for each net?
200 kilos.
Each?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess it's going to be a long evening then. Yeah, it's bubbling down here as you can see. Oi, oi, oi. Keep you updated. Live action chase. And he is saved.
Yeah.
Well, it's mostly coalfish here, it looks like then. It's what we call a triple. Yeah, we must have caught over 100 kilo now. Huh? They just keep coming and coming and coming in. Oi, oi, oi. Things are happening here. We got the big ling and we even have an escaped saithe. Oi. Steike. It's a nice catch. Yeah, torpedo. Norwegian cod. In Norway they sing children's songs about these.
Yeah.
So for the one asking the question about, you can see the cod, it's quite sizable compared to the saithe. So I have a harder time getting stuck in a net, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oi, oi, oi. They keep rolling in. That's one down. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah. Okay.
It's wild that just playing around in here can pay as much as being out in the ocean. Well, we still have one more net to go, so let's see if we can catch something over there too. All right, on to the second one and last one of the day. Maybe we can catch another 200 kilo. In the last time we pulled up here, we've probably seen it in another episode, a little bit bigger fish, right? Yeah. And it's finally starting to pick up there. We got them rolling in again. In Norway we have a saying, healthy as a fish.
Yeah.
I think this is a better example than the monkfish.
Yeah.
Nice and shiny and sprawling around. When they have nice and shiny skin, they're good quality, right?
Yeah.
So that's a tip if you're going to buy fish as well, I guess.
Yeah.
And I suppose the gills as well, if they're
Yeah.
nice and red. So these will just be bleeding out and then we put them right on ice pretty much too. So the fish just kept rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling in here, as you can see. It ended up being one of the longest days all season, but as you can imagine, when there's good fishing, you just have to stay strong and keep going. Sadly, in this section of the video, my father's microphone decided to cut out. What I figured I'd do is just describe a little bit about what we were talking about at this point. You can see the bleeding tank there is getting quite full. So one of the questions that came up was, how do we handle it now if the tank gets so full that it starts overflowing? That does happen from time to time, especially when there is a lot of fish that suddenly hits like this. Well, what we usually would do is that since we are two, one person will simply start gutting and heading the site, and then would fill up in another chamber that we have on the other side of the boat where we clean them. Now, if it were to be that chamber as well ended up being full, then we'd have to start icing them. And yeah, since we are two, it's quite convenient since one person can just continue hauling in the net while the other one is doing that work. However, when you're alone and doing this, like my father, what he will do is simply have to stop hauling in the net, which can be tricky, but usually works out. You can see it's quite full here. Also, we were lucky enough to catch ourselves another nice Norwegian cod there. But yeah, this turned out to be quite a good day. Well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and gut and fillet all this. I'm gonna write the final number up here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'm gonna link another one here next in the series. And yeah, thanks for watching this one and see you in the next one. Peace.